You roll under the blurring arc of his axe. He's overconfident, testing you without committing to the attack. Yes, he's fast, but not as fast as you are. And when he rises the great axe above his head, when he raises the great axe above his head to finish you, you're able to bury your blade under his breastplate. The blade emerges from the back of his neck, and his lifeblood washes over your hands. He falls, taking your weapon with him, and his companion attacks. Oh, this was not a good plan. Her invisible blade is far more lethal than the giant's axe. You duck as she thrusts at you, and the wall behind you hisses, destroyed. Her return swing cuts through your armor, ruining your breastplate. She doesn't have to be skilled with a weapon like this. She just has to make contact. You time your attack just as she pulls it back for another strike. You barrel into her, driving her over the wall, and she drops, screaming, to the ground, 50 meters below. The immediate threat ended, you focus on finding a way back to your allies. You open the tower door and rush down the stairs. The door at the base of the stairs is slightly cracked, opening just a bit into the hall, and you hear more of the enemy soldiers below. Hurl yourself against the door and knock them to the ground. Crack the door open to sneak past them. Charge through them, counting on your defences to protect you. Well, we don't have our armour, so that one's daft. I think we're going to try and sneak past them. You press yourself against the gleaming door, easing it open, and your breath catches in your throat as it squeaks quietly. The sound like a bell in your memory. You pause, but the soldiers in the hall continue to talk. You push again, squeeze yourself through the narrow opening, and creep down the blood-stained hall. The memory begins to fade, and you find yourself back in your body. Your temples throb with the racing force of your heartbeat, and the reclaimed memories blaze within you, like a bonfire on a mountain peak, visible to every predator for kilometers around. A tremor rocks the floor beneath you, as though a massive fist has struck the room itself. Swaying on your feet, you see frantic movement within the borders of a mirror at the edge of the room. So that's over here. Right, I'm going to have a nose at the character sheet. Oh, no, okay, no, so there's nothing has happened there, okay. I didn't think the mirror was this high, I thought it was slightly lower. Oh, there we are. The border of this mirror is lavishly decorated with a dizzying number of interlocked symbols. Daggers, masks, paintbrushes, amulets, and more. But that's nothing compared to what you see in the glass. You see a vast crowd of people, exact doppelgangers of you, shoving, arguing with, and fighting each other. Most are drab imitations of you, but a precious few are vivid and pull at your attention. Each of them bears an intricate pentagonal tattoo on their head, as do we. In their eyes, their actions, you see the memories you discovered within the orbs, and the choices you made shining like distant stars. Your hand twitches at your side, and though some of the bright doppelgangers ignore you, an even smaller number immediately turn to you, waiting for you to choose them and learn what you might become. A rumble shakes the room, and a slow vibration spreads from the darkness below, rippling towards the ceiling. Right. Point at the doppelganger with the clever eyes. Point at the intelligent doppelganger with the furrowed brow. Point at the doppelganger with the mystical symbol on its brow. Okay, so what? Is this kind of like setting up our character? I think this whole thing seems to be like a introduction, setting up our character kind of thing. I don't know. I don't like the idea of just having clever eyes. We've already got a mystic symbol on our brow. Although the brow is probably more like here, isn't it, rather than that. That's the temple. Which is probably more appropriate for a mystical symbol. I don't know. It could be something like sorcerer, wizard, cleric kind of spin. Which I shouldn't be thinking about. What would I do? I'll go with the clever eyes, actually. The doppelganger makes its way over to you. It's about to speak when a thuggish figure charges out of the crowd and shakes his knife in the doppelganger's face. Speaking in your voice, the doppelganger raises a calming hand, appealing to the thug's better nature with a combination of disarming wit and outright lies. Scowling, the thug lowers his knife and apologizes to the doppelganger for the trouble. Oh, right. No. I don't know. I don't think... Yeah. That seems to be more of a kind of persuasive person. I'm not great with people. Well, some people. The intelligent... Okay, so we get to look at all of them. The doppelganger holds itself erect among the pressing crowd. It meets your eyes with a confident gaze, triggering familiar memories in the back of your mind. When you return from your contemplation, the doppelganger is waiting for your decision. other choices. So basically it's saying that's the one you've picked. So based on the other things. And the mystical symbol. The doppelganger shoulders its way through the crowd, casually donning an 8-fingered glove. Then it digs its fingers into the glass between you. With a grunt, it tears a hole in the surface shaped like a pointed ear. Carefully, the doppelganger speaks an unfamiliar word into the ear, and the ground itself seems to turn as if you're standing inside the door, and the doppelganger has just opened. When you look around, the hole has disappeared and nothing has changed. Or has it? I think we're going to stick with the intelligent one. I remember, certainly in Planescape, the kind of intelligence and charisma were really good. So I think those two are going to be good, would be good picks. Whereas this one, I'm less sure about. The kind of mystical one, I'm less sure about. Right. Yes, that's who I am. I'm the intelligent one. The remaining... Yeah, okay, intelligent. The remaining doppelgangers scatter for the edges of the mirror and vanish. Your chosen identity steps forward. Its appearance changes as it steps out of the rippling glass. Its face exudes intelligence and confidence. Shadows of several devices shimmer all around it. Technology of several kinds, from a myriad of past ages. You get the feeling you would be comfortable with all of it. The word nano sounds in your mind. Your doppelganger continues walking, stepping into you, filling you, making you whole. Your decision rings out into the cavernous room, awakening and unlocking vast mechanisms behind the walls. Suddenly, a grotesque noise rings through your shared worlds, like a bell, if bells could rot. Something is coming. The mirror fades, leaving a dark, open doorway. You take a deep breath and step through. Right. Your choices in the memories and the mirror have begun to build your character, but now you have the opportunity to decide on a number of details. First, you can decide to change your type. Type defines the abilities and skills you'll be able to acquire as you advance. Okay, so we're in Nano. Nanos are sometimes called mages, wizards, sorcerers, or witches by the people of the Ninth World. Whatever they're called, Nanos master the mysteries of the past to the degree that they seem to perform miracles using esoteries. Spell-like invocations that combine gestures, command words, and psychic disciplines. Oh, I can't get those. Okay, that's right. Whatever they're called, Nanos master the mysteries of the past to the degree that they... Oh, no. Spell-like command words and psychic disciplines. They tap into nanospirits, numinous particles that suffuse the landscape to alter reality or learn things they couldn't otherwise know. Glaive is... Oh, that's our... So we can't do concentration, but that's the attacking one, which I don't think fits. Jacks are intrepid explorers and adventurers. They are jacks of all trades, hence the name, although the word also harkens back to fables involving a wily, resourceful hero who always seems to be named Jack. Jacks are at their best when they combine weapons, armor, ciphers, and a clever tongue. They're treasure hunters, grifters. I think we'll stick with the wizard. We don't gain as much health. But yeah, we'll go with... So concentration increase, so we +1 training level in concentration. +1 cipher limit. And onslaught, which I think looks like a basic spell. For the Jack, you get the flex skill. Choose one exploration, lore, or conversation skill, +1 training in that. I think... Ooh, there's knowledge skills. Ooh. I'll try and max those up. Yeah, we'll stick with the nano. Stat pools are resources that you use to apply effort to, or activate abilities. You can distribute points as you see fit. Glaives tend to favour might and or speed, while nanos favour intellect. Jacks usually benefit from a balanced set of points. So, right. Intellect. Okay, intellect represents the character's mental prowess, willpower, and personality. Every 2 points in intellect also increases willpower by 5%. Speed, every 2 points increases evasion by 5, and each point of might also increases health by 1. So I'll put the other one in speed, just to boost my evasion. Abilities unlocked by your type can be active actions, such as attacks or spell like esoteries, or unique passive effects. So, oh right, these are ones we can get. So scan thoughts. The surface thoughts of most people or creatures you speak with appear in conversations. While speaking with the inhabitants in the Ninth World, you will sometimes hear their thoughts. It's often helpful, though rarely appreciated. Gain +1 training level in cipher use for resourceful. You know how to handle your ciphers and how to store them properly. Innovate. Channel a subtle esotery through the body of an ally, purging most negative effects. So that's a bit of healing. That'll be good. Gain protected. Defend them. And teleport. I want to go scan thoughts because I think that will fit. That, if we're going to try and avoid combat, I quite like the idea actually of a character who is a wizard but just has a few different abilities. So that might be useful. I mean, the other option is to go with something else. Go with Innovate. Yeah, let's go with Innovate. So we've got a bit of a healing spell, and we've got a bit of a... So we're kind of a bit of a Jack-type character. Well, we're kind of like a cleric almost. Most skills increase your chance of success on specific kinds of actions and tasks, but some give other passive bonuses. Each skill starts at the novice level, can be increased to trained or specialized, granting greater bonuses. Descriptors often leave some skills at the inability level, meaning they inflict penalties. When upgraded, these return to the novice level. Right. But machinery, that gives you a bonus to skill. So it's like the anamnesis. Academic knowledge of machines, mechanics, physical sciences. Academic knowledge of natural science and physical creatures. Academic knowledge of sciences that are not exactly physical or nor natural, including strange or transdimensional creatures. Well, we avoided the mystical one, so I think we probably don't want to go there. And I've got how many? Is it just the one? I think it's just the one, isn't it? I think we did quite a lot of machine stuff, didn't we, in that? So go with that. Can I get in law? Oh no, I have to pick one. So yeah, we'll go with machinery because I think that one fits. Only glaives receive training in weapon skills, so that's pointless. Right. Although you chose your descriptor from among the many doppelgangers in the mirror, you now have the chance to view the specific bonuses and penalties it grants. You can also examine the effects of other descriptors and choose a new one if you wish. Right, so we've got intellectual. Let's do intelligent. So, -1 training level in concentration, +1 in so cautious, +1 in perception, +1 in stealth, -1 to initiative. Charming, no. Clever. So it's bonus to deception. Graceful as speed. Right, learned. So +1 to intelligent pool. We gain 1 in natural, 1 in machinery, and 1 in healing. We lose 1 in persuasion, 1 in... I think that fits slightly better, but that means now I want to go back to the pools, and I'm going to actually... Yeah, let's do that, actually. Scan thoughts, innovate, we'll stick with that. So actually, let's switch that to mystical. So we've got like 1 of each. And healing is... +5 bonus points per level healed when any healing ability is used. Inability, yeah, so that hurts you. So we can't really use weapons. We're not very good at... Ugh. I've suddenly changed from my character, who is going to be this very talky person with scanned thoughts. Because now I've lost persuasion. That's annoying. Mechanical. Mystical. Observant. I want to get bonuses to my intellect, because I think that works. No, I don't want to be strong, thank you. Strong-willed. Tough. No. Wrathful. So here's the thing. Do I go with the intelligent and gain the anamnesis, or do I go with the learned? And because intelligent would allow me to be very... Short memory and grasp of other struggle, although you tend to be towards distraction. Yeah. I think that's probably a fairly good description of me. So we'll switch... Actually, we'll go natural, I think, rather than machinery. Although I am tempted with learned. It depends. Do I want to be... Okay, we're going with me. I think I fit intelligent more than learned. Yeah, we'll go with intelligent. Are you sure you want to proceed? Not really, but we'll go with it. I could have switched the thing back. Oh well, we've gone heavy intelligent. Which I think is probably more appropriate. Anyway. I hope we can get party members. Otherwise I'm in trouble. The Spectre. Everything about the spectral figure seems dreamlike. He is a hazy silhouette who seems to be made of blue glass smoke. He wears stylish, well-cut clothes. His handsome, bearded face seems hauntingly familiar, though you've never seen him before. He breathes a sigh of relief when he sees you. We weren't sure that would work. We pulled our strength and channeled it through me to reach you, to wake you up. He glanced at the other figures here and frowns unhappily. Took more out of them than we thought. The other reflections, they're more like shadows now. Look, I bet you've got a lot of questions. This whole place is basically your mind. Your body's still out there in the real world, healing from that fall. You need to get out there and finish the process. It shouldn't be too hard. Something was hunting me. Before I met you, it felt like something was hunting me. Do you know what it was? He closed his eyes. That's a memory I don't want to recall. Large black furies. It's our death. It's the sorrow. Is it transcendent? I hope it's lost interest in you. If it finds us, we're done for. Finish the process. What does you mean by that? After you wake up from this dream state and attune to the tides, you'll need to find something called a resonance chamber. Your body should have landed somewhere near it. Just climb inside that. Everything will be fine. What do you mean attune to the tides? Tides are like a force, like gravity or magnetism or something, except they respond to people's actions and perceptions. Your body, that is, your body in the real world, needs the tides to survive. It's not something you need to worry about. Your body will attune as it wakes up. So what's a resonance chamber? I remember pieces about it, but not the whole. It's a crystal sarcophagus. I remember it having 5 mechanical arms around it and a metal ring set in the floor. I think we were aiming for it when we fell. When you open your eyes in the real world, it should be nearby. Who are these other people? Reflections? That's what they are. As I said, it's your mind. You'll find reflections of people you knew, people you met in the real world, and with whom you share some kind of psychic connection. I don't know how or why. It just happens. So if this place is my mind, why don't I remember any of this? Any of you? It's your mind, a construct built to, I don't know, share thoughts, store your true self. Wait, you know how people say in the first place? This is definitely the first place of your memory. Well, it was the first place for me anyway. You'd probably know better since it's yours. If you don't remember now, maybe it'll come to you later. Who are you? He pauses and looks down at himself, considering a long time before answering. I'm you. I'm a part of your mind, a splinter. I was waiting here for you. We called you with the memories of the others who are here. I don't know what happened next. How do you know all this? All that you're telling me? He throws up his hands in frustration. I'm just part of you! I look at you and I know. This place was made for you, for us, and I remember pieces of knowledge that come to me when you ask your questions, but that's all. So how do I get back? There's a portal down there. It'll take you back to your body. Just step through it, and the whole tides thing should take care of itself. He crosses his arms. When you wake up, find the resonance chamber and activate it. Then we can